Volvo estates used to be the battle tanks of the road, but that was in the days before big SUVs and family crossovers. Is the new V90 good enough to turn the tide back in the estate's favour? Here's Motor One's guide to what we like, what we don't like, and what the best specification would be when making your choice. In life, some people have style and some, sadly, don't. The right jacket with the right shirt, scarf or whatever can make the difference between blending in with the crowd, looking like a moron and standing out in the right way. The Volvo has style by the bucket load. It's good looking and it's well proportioned, especially in black. And you know what? Black goes with everything. There are plenty of engines on offer for the V90. None of them are particularly slow and none of them are over 2 litres, which is kind of cool. This is the D4. It's good for 187 brake horsepower, a 0 to 62 time of 8.5 seconds and a top speed of 140 miles an hour. It'll do more than 62 miles to the gallon and emit just 119 grams per kilometre of carbon dioxide. Volvo is a byword for safety, and the V90 comes with loads of safety toys to ensure that in a crash you don't end up shredded. As such, there's airbags here, there and everywhere, auto lamps, auto this, auto that, XYZ, you get the jam. More stuff than you could possibly know what to do with. On top of all the safety gear, well, Volvo's pretty generous. You get Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and while its infotainment system isn't the most intuitive to use, it is pretty quick, which is a bonus. Basically, Volvo's generous and the kit ain't bad. Let's be real, this is a big Volvo estate, so there's going to be more space than you or I realistically know what to do with. There are cubby holes here, there and everywhere, but the boot should be a party piece. It sadly isn't. With the seats up, you get a decent 560 litres of space. Throw them down and you get 1,526 litres. Now, that sounds like a lot, and it is, but rivals like the outgoing Audi A6 have more. Hell, the Merc E-Class has nearly 2,000 litres in the back. That thing's basically a van. Volvo's interior is a triumph of design. It looks good, feels good, and it even smells good. The controls aren't obtrusive and the materials are all pretty good. No part of it feels like it'll fall apart. It's just a sauna short of being an actual Swedish lodge, but, you know, with wheels. The Volvo is a looker, sure, and it comes loaded with toys. And while its engine isn't the most exciting in the world, well, bigger engine versions do offer a bit more shove. But that is really about it. You see, it's not the sharpest thing to drive in the world. It's not very exciting, especially compared to rivals like the Mercedes E-Class or the BMW 5 Series. But Volvo's never professed to be someone that offers the ultimate driving machine or being a proper driver's car for proper drivers. No, it's a big Volvo estate, so its boot should be its party piece. But as we discussed earlier, it really isn't. The V90 is very pretty and very, very cool, but its small load space and less than exciting drive let it down. As such, we feel you should shortlist it. Have a go, see what you think, and probably buy a 5 Series. What should you go for if you decide to take the plunge? The D4 Momentum is a pretty good place to start, though its engine isn't quite as refined or as quick as the next step up, the D5. However, the price difference between the two can be prohibitive, and whichever way you go, it's not worth speccing the air suspension. The ride doesn't benefit that much from it. Colour-wise, solid black is a standard option, and you know what? It looks pretty good. As standard, it rides on 17-inch alloys, so it might be worth dropping 700-ish quid on a set of 10-spoke 18s to give it a touch more presence. Inside, leather is standard, so really it's a matter of picking whichever colour you choose. Now, black does go with everything, however, it can make the interior look a little bit dark, so maybe experiment with something a little bit lighter. Volvo is very good at giving out kit as standard, so there isn't too much here to choose from, though we'd recommend dropping 600 quid on a powered driver's seat with memory function and doing the same for 400 quid for the passenger seat. We'd also recommend spending £400 on a reversing camera because while this car is very long, it would be very nice to see where you're backing into rather than just hear its very trigger-happy bongs. Did you agree with what I had to say, or did you disagree? Let us know in the comments below, and if you liked the video, well, like it. Also, don't forget to subscribe.